Good morning, sir. Okay.
Do you want your child to learn English?
Right. We'll start the session. Good morning, everyone. Please stop talking.
How are you,
Please.
sir?
Good morning, everyone. Okay,
Good morning, sir.
we will start the session. I'm going to mute everyone for now. If you have any doubts, you can raise your hand in the chat box so that I can unmute the people who require any doubt clarification. Okay. So actually, we'll have the what do you say discussion and the doubts clarification at the end of the session. So let me complete the topics, and at the end we will have a discussion time. At that time I will unmute everyone. Okay, is it fine? Is it my voice is audible to everyone?
Sir,
Little loud. Try to increase your volume in the mobile, otherwise I will talk more loud.
okay, sir.
Fine. So I'm muting everyone. Still few people has to come. 38 has been there. So at the session start, 38 is there. Let's see how people will turn up. So getting into the topic. So getting a topic, in today's session we'll discuss 4 topics. One is a review on duty and delta irrigation efficiencies problem. And second, we will discuss the one formula for depth calculation, water required for any plant. And we'll go to the third topic. Like command area and intensity of irrigation. So we will discuss what is known as command area, and we will discuss how to calculate the intensity of irrigation. Remember, this topic is very important in view of this topic, like command area calculation and intensity calculations are important in MCQs. Okay, remember, these are important in MCQ calculations. And we will discuss the problems on irrigation efficiency calculation, very important topic. And sometime we'll discuss about, if time permits, we'll discuss about the intensity of irrigation also. Okay, so in today's class, the most important topics are these two: command area calculation and intensity calculations. And the one is irrigation efficiency calculation. So remember, once again I'm saying, the command area calculations and intensity calculations will be asked for MCQ, and calculation of irrigation efficiency will be asked for a major question like 12 marks question in the external examination or 10 marks question in the mid exams. Okay, so be concentrate on those topics when you're discussing, and we'll get into the topics now. So for this purpose, I'm using my mobile to explain you by written format. I'm not using any PPT to explain you. So I will use, first we'll review the formulas of duty and delta and irrigation, and then we'll get into the depth of water and command area. Most probably my head will be down. I'm writing on my my mobile, so I may not be view you the webcam. So please follow the screen. I'm sharing the screen. You can follow the screen. Okay. So we'll discuss why it happened. So we'll discuss the first one, that is a first efficiency called as mu C. Why this came into the picture? Wait on, please. So hope everyone is visible to see this, right? So first one is efficiency calculation. First efficiency, you know, that conveyance efficiency. So conveyance efficiency. which is given by the formula WF by WR into 100. And what is meant by WF we discussed already. Water given to the field and stored in the available in the root zone. And coming to the next formula, we have, why I'm doing this revision is it is required to solve the problem. So I just giving a glance for you since you're not having your notes with you. So I felt that better to have this discussion. And next one is application efficiency, new water application efficiency given by WS by WF into 100. So where WS is given as water stored and WF is the water quality delivered. And similarly WU, so used, and WF given to the field, and stored we have WS by WN. What is WN here? So stored efficiency, water storage, water stored. And we have ND 1 minus Y by D into 100. So this is the thing where we start in our actual theory class in the class. So by using all this formula, why I'm writing again on the left side is maybe you people may not be visible this text format. So I written it on the side again. So these are the formulas which are required to do the calculations. So once again, I'm going through, we have 6 equations. One is a conveyance efficiency, application efficiency, and then uniformity, and then storage, and then distribution. Okay. So in this again, little more explanation. One is how, what is Y and what is D. So again, I want to explain here a little bit more. For example, consider we have given a water to the field. Let me check, someone is messaging. No issues so far. Someone has raised. Sai Krishna. Sai Krishna. Sai Krishna, now we can talk. It has been unmuted.
7858 అదేరా సేవ్ వాటర్ అనుకుంటూ
ఇప్పుడు
Are you people following a lecture or talking to each other?
We follow, sir.
Okay, fine. I am unmuting here, so everyone is getting unmuted, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you hearing to other person voice also, or everyone is getting muted?
We are hearing other one's voice.
Okay. From my side, I'm unmuting everyone, but still I don't know why you are getting sounds. For me, everyone is muted here. Okay, I'll get into the topic, please. You go on with your discussion, no problem. So if you distribute the water into the to the field, there may be a chance of percolation of moisture into the soil at the head, and it will travel to the downstream side, and the water will also percolate everywhere through the soil, right? So when it is percolating through the soil, at some depths it will be common penetration, at some depths it will be a deep penetration. So now depth of penetration is the D. So now how much it is getting deviated, we call it as deviation of depth of penetration Y. So we'll discuss more about these two things in problem. So when you're solving a problem, we'll discuss there. Okay. So for now, understand what is D and what is Y. What D is the depth of water penetrated, average depth of the water penetrated in the field, whereas Y is the deviation. Okay.
खट्टल जोड़ भाई नहीं होता हम इस्लाम में कहीं नहीं होता हाँ रोज मध्य खोला कुछ भी नहीं इस्लाम हाँ पता नहीं ये वाले
Right. So we'll get into the next one. Second one is the command area and intensity of irrigation, which we didn't discuss at all. So sorry for this red mark which is coming on the screen. I don't know why it is coming there. There is nothing on my screen. So for now, try to understand. Now, what is a command area? So coming to the command area can be defined as Ayakattu. In the Telugu, we call it as. So Ayakattu means, wait a second. Ayakattu means the area that can be irrigated under any irrigation system. Someone is writing, please don't write on the screens, man. Okay, fine. Let me stop that one. Disable participation and attention, right? So you can't write it anymore. Thank you. Thank you for remembering me to unnoid the warden. Thank you. Mere and I'll end. Participations. Clear. Fine. Now it is gone. Someone has written that one. That's why it was there. Right. So come back to the session, please. So that is a irrigation command area. We call it as the command area is defined as the area that can be irrigated at a under particular irrigation system. So how much area you can irrigate by constructing or by implementing any irrigation system, we call it as command area. So getting a little bit more about this one, the command area is further divided into few classification. So the command area is divided into, I will write it as a CA, where CA is the command area. Okay. So CA is classified as gross command area, we call it as GCA in the short form, and we have another one, we call it as culturable command area, we call it as CCA. Remember these two short forms, very important to understand. So now this CCA, culturable command area, is further divided into two classification majorly, that is culturable command area, other one is unculturable command area. Unculturable command area. So that means in the cultivation land, ఏదైతే పంట పండించగలమో ఆ ఏరియా దాంట్లో మళ్ళీ we will have certain area which is not used for cultivation, some area which will be used for some cultivation. So the cultivation land again subdivided into two areas. One is cultivated area, other one is uncultivated area. So now again I repeat these things. So cultivation area is divided into two classification, cultivated areas. So grass command area and culturable command area. So grass command area is complete area under which area is existing under a particular system. సో నా బీడు భూములు అలాగే బంజరు భూములు ఉంటాయి. సో బీడు భూములు అంటే అక్కడ ఏం పండించలేం, కానీ వీ కెన్ యూజ్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ రిజర్వాయర్ ఏరియాస్, రైట్? సో దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో కమ్స్ అండర్ ఏ కమాండ్ ఏరియా. నౌ సో దిస్ గ్రాస్ కమాండ్ ఏరియా మే హ్యావ్ a cultivable area or non-cultivable area. So we can write it as so GCA is equal to, so cultivable command area is equal to grass command area minus uncultivated command area. So CCA, cultivable command area, is equal to grass command area minus of uncultivated area. So that means, as I said earlier, so this cultivated area, sorry, this grass command area will have a combination of cultivable area and uncultivated area. So now if you want to know, find out what is the complete command area under irrigation system, we have to add this cultivable area and uncultivable area. So now we require to find out what is a cultivable command area under the system. So grass command area minus of uncultivated area gives you the cultivated grass command area. So knowing about that much about, for example, I will take an example here to explain more about it. Okay, I will explain. Let us consider there is a system, irrigation canal and branch canal, something like distribution canals, like that. So each canal, this is complete, we call it as a complete irrigation system. Now in this system we have a command area, irrigation area under this canal system and under this canal system. We call it as area A and area B, to which this irrigation canals are producing water to cultivate. Now this system is having some command area, we call it as A plus B, which is called as gross command area, a complete area under a irrigation system. Now in this, for a particular season, B is not cultivated. That means now cultivating area is only A. So to find out cultivable command area for a particular season, we have to minus that one from the GCA minus of B. So that gives you the what is a cultivable area under a irrigation system in a particular season. So like that, you can calculate the how much of area is going to be cultivated under particular irrigation schemes. Now a little bit more about that. So next, getting into intensity of irrigation. So how you can calculate the intensity? What is meant by intensity? Intensity of irrigation. So intensity of irrigation. Intensity means how well the area is being irrigated. So if I consider intensity, for example, understand the best example is, so the percentage of cultivable command area proposed to be irrigated annually. So irrigated annually, we call it as intensity. So we'll calculate how much of area is irrigated annually in terms of percentage. So we'll see how it will be done. For example, consider the total area is, that is CCA, cultivable command area is, for example, 1000 hectares. Okay, for a particular season. For example, consider it as a Rabi season. So in Rabi season, out of these 1000 hectares, we cultivated only 500 hectares. Remaining 500 is kept as isolated. It is not going to be used for any irrigation purpose. Now, so now what is the intensity? Out of 1000, we used only 500 hectares into 100. So that intensity is 50% of irrigation. Similarly, if you see, what are the two seasons we have? We have one is Rabi, other one is a Kharif, right? So in Kharif season of the same calendar year, we irrigated 700 hectares out of 1000 hectares. See, the season to season it is different. So same land will be used for another season. So now we have brought another 200 hectares under Kharif season cultivation. So now the command area has been increased to 700. So now the intensity will be 70%. So if I count the complete percentage of efficiency intensity, so now Rabi plus Kharif. So now what is the complete total intensity? 50 for Kharif Rabi season, and Kharif is 70%. Now why it is, how much it is? 120 percentage is the intensity. Remember this very important point to remember. Intensity of irrigation will be greater than or equal to or less than or equal to 100 depending upon the cases. So here in this case it is greater than 100%. So intensity of irrigation, you can't say it will be always greater than 100, or you can't say it is always less than 100. So it will be more or less, it will be different. Okay, and so that is what I want to explain about this. So let's see. I will post a question for you. You can answer it in your chat box. So I will see your chat boxes after 2 minutes. I will post a question to you. So I will give the formula for, values for you. So the total area is 1000 hectares. Okay. For Rabi season, the complete area irrigated is 500 hectares, and for Kharif, the area irrigated is 600 hectares. Okay. Now tell me what is the annual intensity. So post your answers in the chat box, right? You can post your answers in the chat box. So the question is, total area is 100,000 hectares. For Rabi season, we used only 500 hectares. For Kharif, we used 600 hectares. And I require what is the total or annual intensity for a particular irrigation system. So I'm going to your chat box and checking there. Hope you are going to answer me. So answers please. Okay, done, right? So Rakesh has given right answer. I'm not going to explain how it is going. Right, done. 113 right answer. Rihanna right answer. Only 3 persons are following the class. 10 people are talking to each other. I'm expecting more answers. Only 3 people answer. Don't copy paste the answers, please. It's okay, fine. They have given me the private answers. Very good. So better. Remaining people, please answer me. Right, Karthik, right answer. Very good. Any other answers, please? So for Rakesh and 113, Rihanna, D Karthik, that is 120, given the right answers. Any other, please? Only 4. And there are people. More people are on the online. Okay, fine. So we'll move on to the next one, right? And So that is about we want to explain about the intensities and thing. So we'll move on to the problems now. So efficiency problems, again I require the answers from your side also. So hope you are having the calculators with you. If not, you can use your mobile calculators. They are not so big calculations. Okay, we'll discuss about this depth of water by soil at the end of the session. We will move on to the problems, right? Hope you are visible. I read out the question now. I will little more zoom this one. So now the question is, wait on. The question is clearly given that a stream of 150 liters per second. So the stream is carrying a discharge of water is 150 liters per second was delivered from a canal. Sorry, someone is answering me. Right, still one people are entering. Fine. So was delivered from a canal and 110 liters per second was delivered to the field. So now from the canal is carrying 150 liters per second. Where it came to the field, it is 110. That means in between there is a 40 liters of loss. Remember these points. An area of 2.2 hectares was irrigated in 8 hours. So now how much of duration it is going to be irrigated? 8 hours. And how much of area it is going to be irrigated? That is 2.2 hectares. So you have to do the calculation for converting the hectares to meter square. So if it is a 1 hectare, you can multiply it with 10 power 4. It gives you the meter square. So 2.2 into 10 to the power of 4 gives you the area in terms of meter square. Okay, remember that in your calculations. And remember this, the area is 8 hours. Okay, so now this 8 hours calculation and area is 2.2 hectares. And the water released in the canal is 150 and delivered to the canal into the field is 110. Now this is the minimum basic data. And coming to the next one, now we have other set of data. Second set of data is the effective depth of root zone is 1.5 meters. Understand this, what is in the effective depth, we will discuss it later. And the runoff loss in the field is, the losses in the field is 445 meter cube. And depth of water penetration varies between, so remember this, another set of data, depth of water penetration. So we discussed uniformity distribution of water. There we discussed 1D. So that will come into picture here. So depth of penetration is 1.5 and 1.1 meter. So where they are, so one is at the head of the field, other one is at the tail of the field. So understanding the data is very, very, very important. Remember what I said, 12 marks question. So this is directly 12 marks question or 10 marks question in the mid examination. So please carefully listen to the question, otherwise you will lose the marks. So now the available moisture is, holding capacity of the soil is 200 mm per meter depth of soil. Determine the water conveyance efficiency. So first one is conveyance efficiency, second one is application efficiency, water storage efficiency, and water distribution efficiency if the irrigation was started at a moisture extraction of 50%. So let me explain the question little bit more elaborately so that we can discuss it more. So first thing is the discharge of moisture 150 liters in the canal, and it is given as 110 liters into the field. Done. Now the field size is 2.2 hectares, and this moisture which you are giving 110 liters was distributed for 8 hours. Okay, the time period given for the field is 8 hours. Now you have given the moisture, right? So now here the effective depth of root zone. Now what is meant by this effective depth of root zone? 1.5 meter. So now that effective depth of root zone means if I consider a plant, okay, if I consider a plant, now what is the average depth of the plant roots that can develop inside the soil? On an average throughout the field, now the average depth is 1.5 meter. Okay, so that is the thing over here. The runoff losses in the field is 445 445 meter cube. So out of given volume, some amount of volume is going as a runoff. The depth of water penetration very linearly. So now the depth of water penetration, see here, this is the field to which I have given the moisture. Now, so when the water is entering in this direction, so now this is the head, we call it as, okay, and this is called as tail. Okay, remember. So from the entrance entry, we call it as head. At the end of the time, we call it as a tail. So when it is entering, linearly distributing from 1.5 at the head. So now the depth of penetration of water into the soil is 1.5 at the head, and whereas at the tail it is 1.1 meter. So it is varying linearly like this, for example. So highest depth at the entrance, we call it as head, and the least at the tail. Okay. Now, if you see the remaining things, available moisture holding capacity is 20 mm per meter depth. So now, if I consider 1 meter depth, okay, 1 meter depth of soil. So for 1 meter, how much of water can be stored? 200 mm depth of moisture can be held by 1 meter depth of the soil. So now we have to calculate the conveyance efficiency, water application efficiency, water storage efficiency, so on, so on, so clear. So these are things which we want. And available moisture is 50%. Means before giving the water, the soil is already moist. So the pre-existing moisture condition is 50%. So the soil is already 50% moist, and it is having only 50% gaps in that one. So whatever the moisture is given, it will be taken only for that 50%. So it will to complete the moisture conditions, right? So we'll get into the problems always, right? And let's see. First thing is we have to calculate. We have to calculate the conveyance efficiency. Okay. So water conveyance efficiency NC is given by the formula WF by WR into 100. So whereas the moisture given to the field, so in the field it is 110, whereas in the water course from the water canals we are getting 150. So it will be 110 by 150 into 100. So can anyone tell me the answer for this in the chat box? Answer to the question in the chat box, please. 110 by 150 into 100. You can calculate the efficiency, conveyance efficiency. Okay, done. Okay, right. Nice. Anyone is following? Happy for that. Right. We will go more to the next one. So it is 73.33 from my side. So no problem. 3435. It's okay. Done. We'll go to the next one. So next one is they ask you to calculate the application efficiency. Okay. So the application efficiency is given by the formula NA is equal to WS by WF into 100. So this WF by WS is equal to, so now what is this WS? So WS can be given as, so storage, right? How much of moisture is stored in the soil. So now given, stored, and something is left over, gone as a runoff, right? So water given, so some moisture will be stored, some moisture will be going as a runoff. So now we have to find out how much of moisture is stored in the soil. So for that we calculate water delivered to the field minus runoff. So how much the moisture is given? So water delivered, how much of water is delivered? Water delivered is equal to, so how much of water is given? 110 liters was given, right? So now remember the runoff is given in terms of 445 meter cube, but how much of moisture is given into the field? we have in terms of 110 liters per second, right? But you have to calculate, it has to be calculated in terms of volume. So 110 liters per hour, how much duration? It is given for 8 hours, right? So now you have to consider all these criteria to calculate the water delivered. So 110 liters was given, right? So 110 liters was given for a duration of 8 hours, right? But you are not going to calculate in terms of hours. You have to calculate in terms of meter cube finally. So 8 hours into 60 seconds into 60 seconds. So finally it is converted to seconds, right? So it is in terms of liters per second divided by, see how you have to convert everything into terms of meter cube, right? Divided by 1000. So remember, once again I'm telling, so this is in terms of liter per second. So this was in terms of hours. So we converted these hours to seconds by using 60 into 60, right? So finally the seconds and the seconds will get cancelled. Now we have leftover is liters. So now this liter has to be converted into meter cube. So we are using the divided by 1000. So can you calculate the value in the chat box, please? 110 into 8 into 60 into 60 by 1000. Chat box, welcome back, chat box. Right. Please check, Abu. Please check your answer, Abu. Someone answering 2723, no. Someone answering 31680, no. It is right. 3168 meter cube. Maybe 1 hour plus 0 extra adjust kundaremo check cheyandi. So finally, that is the volume of water given to the field, right? Okay, thank you. You can stop your answers, you can forward. And now finally runoff is given as 445 meter cube. So therefore water stored is equal to 3168 minus of 445, so which is 2723 meter cube. Someone has been gone little forward. Maybe you are having the answers. I don't know. మీ దగ్గర ఆన్సర్లు ఉన్నాయేమో, కాస్త కామ్గా ఉన్నాను. మరి చాట్ బాక్స్ సార్ పెట్టారు కదా, మర్చిపోయి ఉదయ్ సార్ పెట్టారు. So you're following that, no problem. So finally application efficiency is equal to 2723 divided by 3168 into 100. Answers, chat box answers. How much? There is a chat box. Right, efficiency, I'm asking for the efficiency. Okay, Rohit, correct. 124 lateral entry done. Monica, okay, done, fine. So it is, you can take it as 86%. Otherwise, as you are given 85.95%, or you can take it as 86%. It's up to you, your comfort, no problem with that. Okay. Now we will move on to the, so we got that application efficiency, right? So we will move on to the next calculation. That is, you are asked to calculate. You're asked to calculate if application is done. So you have to calculate the storage, right? So for calculating the storage, so formula is, what is the formula we have? So NS is equal to stored by, WN into 100. So where NS is equal to, so what is the WS value you got earlier? We got already WS as 2723. Now we have to calculate moisture required, where WN is the moisture required at root zone. Okay, so moisture required at the root zone. That still people are entering. Okay, done. That is 86%. It is done. So now we have to calculate what is the moisture required, so that we'll calculate the NS. So how to calculate this? How to calculate the required moisture? We'll see that one now. So for that, moisture required. So therefore, moisture required. Wait a second. Let me check how people are doing. Fine. Done. Okay, we'll continue with that. Actually, at 40 minutes, it will ask you to me extend the meeting. So I'm checking for that alert. Alert time and వచ్చిందేమో extend చేయమనేసి అని చూస్తున్నాను. So no alert has been came. Fine, no problem. We'll go to the problem. We'll solve the problem. See, if anyone gets that alert of extension, please mention me so that I can come back to the session. I will explain. I will check that one. ఒక మెసేజ్ వస్తుందండి, పాపప్ మెసేజ్ వస్తుంది ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయమనేసి. సో అలాంటిది వస్తే నాకు ఒకసారి చాట్ బాక్స్లో ఇంటిమేట్ చేయండి, సో దట్ ఐ కెన్ కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు దిస్ పేజ్ అండ్ ఐ కెన్ ఎక్స్టెండ్ ద చాట్. అదర్వైజ్ సెషన్ క్లోజ్ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకేనా? యా, సమ్మన్ హ్యాస్ రైజ్డ్ ద క్వశ్చన్. వెయిట్ ఎ మినిట్, హెచ్ఓడి సార్ క్లాస్. హలో సార్. సారీ ఫర్ దట్. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ రిమెంబరింగ్ దట్. హెచ్ఓడి సార్ కాల్ చేశారు, అన్మ్యూట్ చేశాను, మ్యూట్ చేశాను, మళ్ళీ అన్మ్యూట్ చేయడం మర్చిపోయాను. ఓకే, I will come back to this again. So because this is a thing which you missed. So if the moisture required has to be calculated, we require moisture holding capacity has to be noted down, like how much of soil, how much of moisture can be held by a soil when it is completely dry. Okay, and now you can you have already 50% of soil in that, 50% of moisture is existing in that. M. Dilip Kumar, I have done my voice as unmuted. I think you can listen it now. Dilip, M. Dilip Kumar has messaged me, sir, you please mute the voice. If I mute my voice, you can't hear me. You should say unmute, right? So better. I think hope everyone is listening my voice, audible, right? So now we have to calculate what is the actual moisture capacity holding by the soil. So you have to calculate this one, that what is the moisture holding capacity. So if you calculate this one, so out of that 50% you will remove and you will calculate the moisture required. So to calculating that one, is it audible to everyone? So fine. Is it audible to everyone? Please chat. Yes, fine. I can't unmute everyone, please, because once I unmute, everything disturb will come, right? So I'm not going to unmute anyone, even though you raise your hands. Raise your hands at the end of the session. If anything mistake happens, you can please type in the session. I can unmute everyone at the end of the session only, not now. So please understand the condition. So coming to this one, so you have to calculate the what is the actual moisture holding capacity of the soil. So to calculate that one holding capacity, see, listen, understand the concept. So now the root zone is this much. So what is a root zone? So the root zone depth is 1.5 meter. So for every 1 meter, it can store 200 mm of moisture. Do you got my point? For every 1 meter, the soil can store 200 mm of moisture, and complete root depth is 1.5 meter. That means how much of moisture will be stored for 1.5 meter, you have to calculate in terms of volume. Okay, remember this. So it can store 200 mm per meter into 1.5 meter. So meter gets cancelled. That is 300 mm of moisture can be stored for, still people are chatting, right, fine, 300 mm, right, correct. And now this is that in terms of depth. Now but you have to calculate in terms of volume. So this is the holding capacity, and out of which 50% is already available in the root zone. So now you have to calculate what is available already. Available is equal to, so this is the moisture holding capacity, a complete moisture holding capacity, out of which 50% is already available, right? So 50 by 100, so that is 150 mm. So that is 150 mm moisture depth is still available, right? So now we have to calculate, therefore moisture required is equal to, so holding capacity is 300 mm, already existing is 150 mm, and therefore you required is only 150 mm. So this is the depth. Now you have to calculate in terms of volume. So how much of area is that? What is the area of the irrigation land? Please type in the chat box. What is the area of the irrigation land? How much area is the irrigation land? Area of the irrigation land, please. Area. How much area? Irrigation land? 2.2 units, please. Right, done. Very good. So the area is 2.2 hectares. Very good. Good answer. Good following. So you have to convert this into in terms of meter square, right? 2.2 into 10 to the power of 4 meter square. And this 150 has to be converted into meters, right? So 150 by 1000. 150 by 1000. So from that you can calculate. From this you can calculate. So therefore NS is equal to, volume required. Volume of moisture required is equal to, so 150 by 1000 into 2.2 into 10 to the power of 4. So how many meter cubes? How many meter cubes? Answer please. Three 330 meter cube, right? 3 people answered, right? Done. Karthik, right answer. Rihana, right answer. Raven, done. 113, done. 139 cc, right? Okay. Meter cube. Cc, cubic meter, right? Fine. Rakesh, too intelligent man. Fine. Jaya Jamala, done. Fine. Abu, right answer. And we'll move on to the next one. So now you have to calculate the finally NS. So now you know how much of volume is required. How much of volume? That is 3300 meter cube of moisture is required in terms of volume. And we know what is the volume already existing. 2723 divided by 3300 into 100. So you can calculate. So value please in terms of percentage. More questions from your side, my side, because theory subject kada. So I should answer. So calculation 2723 by, right? Chakri Varma. Okay, done. Acceptable. Dilip answer correct. Karthik answer correct. Vinay answer. Rahina answer. 113. Okay. Monica answer correct. 123 answer correct. Bhaskar. Okay, correct. Dilip, ready, done. Jaya Jamala decimals also very good. Right. So now the answer is 82.52%. Done. So we will move on to the next one, calculation. So what is the next calculation we require? Fourth one is distribution. So clearly understand this one, a very important concept. So this concept of distribution may also will be asked as a MCQ. So we will give the answer. Okay, done. You can stop answering. We are moved on. Answers are correct. That is 82.52. But people are getting 83 people. Okay, done. 82. Right. So to calculate this, the formula we have is 1 minus y by d into 100. Okay. So now I will explain clearly what is this d and what is this y. Now I consider already explained. So the depth at the head is 1.5 meter penetration and depth of water at the tail is 1.1. So like this, it is penetrating like this on an average line. Okay. So now the average depth d is called as average depth of penetration, otherwise you call as infiltration, whatever it is. So now what is the average? 1.5 on the head. At the tail it is 1.1 by 2. Values in the chat box. You can go. (1.5) plus 1.1 by 3. Similarly, 2.6 by 3. No need of calculators. Right. 24 done. 36 done. Galaxy A50. Who is that Galaxy A50? Right. Then answers are okay. Fine. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. So now the answer is 1.3. Okay, done. So the average d value is 1.3. Fine. So now we'll go to the y. What is y? Clearly understand this. So it is called as average of numerical deviation. Understand this statement. Numerical deviation of water stored. So that means it is an average value. For which it is average value? It is the average of numerical deviation of water stored. So actually the water stored at the head is 1.5. Okay, and average water stored is 1.3. So you will have two deviations, like you can calculate you can calculate it as, wait a minute, we'll erase this. Right, so you can calculate it as like at the head the deviation is actual depth of water is 1.5 is the one, and the average is 1.3, so deviation is 0.2. Similarly, at the tail the penetration is 1.5 and the average is 1.3. Remember, don't consider negative sign. Don't consider the negative sign. Now it will be 0.2. So now at head y is 0.2, at tail the y is 0.2. So now this is the numerical deviation of water distribution at head and tail. So but what we require? We require average of numerical deviation. So now what we do? So now we have the deviations as 0.2 at the head and 0.2 at the tail. So now average is 0.2 plus 0.2 by 2. Again, it gives you the 0.2. So y value is 0.2, whereas d value is 1.3. So now we can calculate. Now we can calculate the distribution efficiency. So now we have the values. You can start calculating meanwhile. So 1 minus of, that is 0.2 by 1.3 into 100. So value please in terms of efficiency. Right? Revanth, right answer. Dilip, right answer. 113, right answer. Rohit, right answer. Dedeep, right answer. Karthik, something wrong. We answered just Kondi, Karthik. 23 done, Monica done. Into multiply with 100. 124, please multiply with 100 is 0.846, multiply with 100. Chandana Priya, okay, answer is right. Abu, okay, done. 24, now it is correct. Fine. So like that, you can calculate the efficiencies. So now finally the summary is, we got all the values. The summary is, so they ask you to calculate the efficiencies, right? So now the new C is equal to 73.33 percentage, and the new application is equal to 86 percentage. New S is equal to storage is equal to 80.82.52 percentage, and ND is equal to 84.62 percentage. So these are the efficiencies that we do, that we have done. And I will give a small problem before the closing of session. We'll continue the remaining things in next class. A small problem for today. It has been 1 hour being on online, so it will be irritating you. So we'll close up with a small problem. I will give you the values for you. So the formula is D is equal to 8.64 B by D. What is the formula is called as? Please post in the chat box. What is the relation? For which it is a relation? What is the concept of this formula? Concept of the formula, please. Where we come across this formula? In which concept? D is equal to 8.64 B by delta. Chakri Verma, done. Correct answer. I don't answer, like I don't tell the answer because you are answering me. Okay, you are answering in everyone answer. Please, whenever you are answering, please don't answer in the everyone session. Please answer in the private session. So remaining people will not see the answer and they will also try to answer the question. So please answer me in the private. Right. And my second question is, what is the units for the B? B should be in terms of, what is the units for B? Units for B. Units for B. Days, right? Number of days. Okay, done. Done. And delta. Now the main things comes. Delta, remember delta, I require D in terms of hectare per cubic. then what should be the delta value in terms of delta in centimeters? Rethink. Okay, centimeters or meters, no problem. Right. So if it is in meters, centimeters, you will change this formula to 864 b by delta. If it is in meters, we will take this equation as 8.64 b by delta. That is the only change we will have. You can delta can be substituted in terms of meters or centimeters, but b should be in terms of days. So, but when the delta is in terms of centimeters, the equation will change its pattern of decimals. Okay, remember this. So remember that one. So 8.64 and 864. And now my question is, so since I have given the introduction of the formula, we will close the session by this one and with the answers. So the answer is, the question is, delta is delta, okay, fine. Required depth of water, required depth is 500 mm. Okay, first data. And available moisture is 120 m. That means this is the moisture which is required for the soil. The soil requires 500 mm or field requires 500 mm, but already there is a pre-existing moisture of 120 mm. Now what will be the delta? Depth of water required. Depth of water required will be delta in terms of centimeters or meters. It's up to you. Okay, 380. Karthik, 380 centimeters or meters or centimeters, what it is? 380 mm, done. Good. Any other answers, please? Okay, 38 centimeters, good. 380 mm, right, fine. So now I will consider it as a meters, 0.38 meters. And the base period is given as 15 days. Okay, the base period is 15 days. And I require calculate the duty by using the formula. Tell me the duty with the units also. So how much it is a duty? Calculate the D value and we'll close on. And after that, I have another question for you, because these are the background required to do the problem in the next session on tomorrow. Duty, units, Chikri Varma. Don't forget the units, even in the chat box, you can do it. Duty with units. You can do it in mobile also. No calculator is required for this calculation. Basic one. 8.64 into 0.38 into 15. No, it is not hectare per meter. The units are wrong. Karthik, hectare is okay, per is also okay, but it is not meter. Dedeep, how come it is 0.21 meter per day, man? I ask for duty. No, Rakesh, units are wrong. Value is okay, units. No, still hectare per meter is not correct. No. Okay, we can convert into hectare per day. Okay, hectare per day is answer is correct. Right, 122. Now it is done. Hectare per cubic. Right, it is hectare per cubic. Hacker PDF cubic. Yeah, fine. Shortcuts has been typed randomly. No problem. Fine. So this is the thing. So the value is 341 hectare per cubic. Okay, so that is the answer. Now my second question. I'm going to the next one. Okay, so my second question is, canal carrying, that is from the main irrigation system, the canal carrying 341 as you have given 341 hectare per cubic discharge. This is a discharge value. Discharge is, or you can take it as a duty. Duty of a canal system is 341 hectare per cubic in the canal. Okay. Now the canal is giving the water to the field. We call it as field or water course. Field or water course. So now from the canal, it has to transfer from the main canal to sub-channel, sub-channel to field, field to, from the field, it will go to the onto the field, right? Field channels to the field. Now, within this process of canal to the field, the loss is 20%. The loss is 20% through transmission. We call it as transmission losses. Now can anyone tell me what is the volume of water going to be done? We call it as, wait. So the losses is 20% and the canal is giving the moisture is 341 hectare per cubic is from the canal. Now what is available on field at 20% loss? There is a 20% loss. Now what is the value of duty on the field? Duty of irrigation scheme on the field. No, answer is wrong. Someone, Dilip Kumar, answer whether your answer for the last one. Okay, if it is a last one question, okay, it is correct. 340.8. True, right? 120 done. Fine, correct answer. 113 correct answer. Dilip 336 is wrong. Rohit correct answer. Yashwant, something wrong in your calculation. Let's see. We'll solve it. I will give a rough random calculation for this. The simple thing, how much of loss is happening? So loss is 20% and the available is 0.8, right? So we'll take that available condition, 3.1 into 0.8, simple. Okay, so that gives you the calculation value, 3.8 into 0.8, that is 272.8 hectare per cubic. So therefore, why I'm explaining this one is, understand this. Why I'm explaining this problem is, there will be a chances of asking the question in a GATE examination or in any other competitive examination on calculating the duty at different sections. So like what you say is, see this one, a small concept will close on. The concept is, for example, there is a canal and from the canal there is a sub-canal and from the sub-canal another one is there, for example. Now it is going to the field. Duty means distribution of water, how efficiently the canal is distributing the water from one level to another level. So duty of main canal, duty of distribution canal, duty of field canal, like that you can calculate the duty at different levels of irrigation system. So now what we have done here is, you calculated the duty of canal first. I have given that one, but you have to calculate that. From the duty of the canal, during the transmission there is a 20% loss. Now that after the loss, how much of water is going to be discharged into the field? So that is also called as duty, right? So now we calculated that duty by considering the 20% losses. So that is for today's class. We will discuss the one more topic which is left over, like irrigation systems and methods, a little more deep and little more detailed in this chapter only. Any other topics if they're left over, and by tomorrow's session we'll close the WRE topics and we will have a revision or important topics of the chapters at once, a glance over the chapter. We'll have only glance, because since it is a theory, we need not to require any repetition classes, I hope. If anything is required, we'll have a repetition classes in the next week onwards for all the classes. In that session, we'll discuss if anything is required. For now, for the given schedule, we'll complete the topics which is left over and important in view of examination. So if anyone is having any doubts, you can type your chat box so that I can mute, because if you raise your hand, I may not be possible to see you. Just type in the chat box, I have a doubt, so that I can unmute you, sorry. If anyone is having any doubt of this today's session, you can type, yes, I have a doubt in the chat box, so that I can unmute you in my session. So we'll discuss this topic in the next class, like depth of water held in the soil root zone. It requires some background work, and background knowledge has to be built up, and then we can discuss about this depth of water. Abu is asking me, sir, D is equal to B by delta, a topic artham kaledu, sir. Fine, we'll discuss that derivation of duty delta also, no problem. So I will note it down. Anything else? Any other people? Any other topic required? Don't ask me the repetition topics for me now. ఈ రోజు రేపు మనం రిపిటేషన్ క్లాసెస్ ఏం టచ్ చేయట్లేదండి. విల్ ఓన్లీ డిస్కస్ ద పెండింగ్ టాపిక్స్ అండ్ విల్ డిస్కస్ ఓన్లీ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్స్ ఆన్ టుడేస్ ఇన్ టుమారో సెషన్. అండ్ రిపిటేషన్ క్లాసెస్ షెడ్యూల్ విల్ బి గివెన్ ఇన్ ద నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ ఆన్వర్డ్స్. అప్పుడు కావాలంటే ఐ విల్ ఆస్క్ యూ వాట్ ఆర్ ద టాపిక్స్ యూ రిక్వైర్డ్, దెన్ యూ కెన్ పోస్ట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ద పర్సనల్ చాట్ ఫర్ మీ. ఫర్ నౌ డోంట్ ఆస్క్ మీ ఫర్ ద రిపిటేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద కంప్లీట్ టాపిక్స్. Any doubts, if you have, you can ask me now. So that's all, Abu. మీకు అడిగిన టాపిక్ నేను రిపిటేషన్ సెషన్స్లో చెప్తాను, రేపటి క్లాస్లో నేను చెప్పలేను ఇప్పుడు. థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ ఆస్కింగ్. ఎనీ అదర్ పీపుల్? ఎనీ అదర్ ఆన్లైన్ క్వశ్చన్ ప్లీజ్? So fine, I will close the session. Can I close the session, please? If it is okay, please tell me yes in the chat box, everyone. The session will be closed. If possible, type your roll numbers once again at the end of the session, please. Type your roll numbers, everyone. Type your roll numbers, everyone. In the beginning you have done, but still again I'm asking for you to do at the end of the session, because some people might have joined in between. Please type your roll numbers once again. Type only your roll number, don't type your friend's roll number, please. I can find out the numbers. Don't take too hard work. Roll number is enough. మీరంతా కష్టపడిపోకండి. మీరంతా కష్టపడితే ఎలాగా? Right. So those who entered the roll numbers can leave the chat box, end the session and leave the chat box. You can end the session, please. I'm not going to end because still few people has to enter the roll numbers. I will wait for their entry. అయిపోయిన వాళ్ళు లెఫ్ట్ అవ్వచ్చండి. Is it okay? Is the pattern is okay? Please, forgotten to ask you. Is the pattern of explanation is okay, or anything else has to be done? Okay, for now I'm unmuting everyone. Let's see the vegetable market, how the vegetable market is looking like. Please don't shout. I'm using the headphones. Wait on. Where it is? Participants. Stop sharing. Right. So one by one, don't rush. One by one, don't rush. If you have any comments, you can suggest me one after another. Is the session which is carried out in the fashion, is it okay for you, or I should change anything else? I tried my best to answer to deliver the lecture. Right. So his session is okay, right? The pattern of session is okay. Chinni Krishna, you're working and as well as parallel listening to the class. Wow.
Like dedication, sir.
Yeah, he asked already. He requested me, sir, I have a work at the same time. Can I listen and do my work parallel together? I said, okay, it's up to you. It's your wish. Right. Some people are not sleeping. Some people are fine. So the session is going to be winded up. Andru chat box lo roll numbers enter chesarama?
Yeah, sir.
Fine. If still anyone is missing, please let me know. Okay, fine. I'm winding up the session. Bye everyone. See you on tomorrow. Bye.